Prime Minister Modi asks Indian Police Service probationers to be alert and remain prepared for unexpected things. Situation at the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh is sensitive and tense, says Chief of the Army Staff Manoj Narawane. Atmanirbhar Bharat is about transforming India into a manufacturing hub, says PM Modi. No let-up in COVID spike in the country. Recovery rate rises to above 77%. And Assam government announces 3 new welfare schemes for youth empowerment. Good evening, viewers, and a warm welcome to Northeast News. I'm Changamla Thumra, and now the details. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has asked the Indian Police Service IPS probationers to be alert and always prepared for unexpected things. He also stressed on the need for preventing youth from taking the wrong path at the early stage of life. Modi expressed hope that police personnel can do the same in a better way. The Prime Minister was interacting with IPS probationers through video conferencing today during the Dikshant parade at the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy in Hyderabad. The Prime Minister asked the probationers to be proud of their uniform and said the human face of khaki uniform has been engraved in the public memory due to the good work done by police, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. The passing out parade was commanded by the best all-round probationer Kiran Shruti of Tamil Nadu cadre.
देश के हर कोने में खाकी वर्दी के लोग जब गीत गाते हैं, गीतों के द्वारा लोगों को शिक्षित करने का प्रयास करते हैं, खाकी वर्दी के लोग फुटपाथ पर बैठे हुए लोगों को खाना पहुंचा रहे हैं, पानी पहुंचा रहे हैं, खुद रिस्क लेकर के कोरोना के मरीज को ले जाते हैं, ये दृश्य देश ने देखे हैं। एक मानवीय चेहरा हमारी खाकी वर्दी का लोगों के मन में स्थिर हो चुका है। अब हम लोगों का जिम्मा है कि कोरोना वायरस के संकट के काल में भी जिस प्रकार से खाकी वर्दी का जो भीतर पड़ा हुआ मानवता का अंश था, जो कभी कभी टुकड़ों में दिखता था, वो एक संगठित स्वरूप में नजर आया है। ये बहुत बड़ी पूंजी है।
Chief of Army Staff General Manoj Narawane has said that the situation at the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh is sensitive and tense. However, he said the morale of our Jawans is high and they are ready to deal with all the challenges. Speaking to a news agency, he said, keeping in view of the situation, we have taken precautionary deployment for our own safety and security so that our security and integrity remains safeguarded. General Narawane visited Forward Post yesterday and interacted with the officers, JCOs and took stock of preparedness. The Army Chief said the Jawans are highly motivated and are fully prepared to deal with any situation that may arise. General Narawane praised the Jawans that our officers and men are the fittest in the world and will not only make the army but also the nation proud. He said for the last 2 to 3 months the situation has been tense, but India continuously has been engaging with China both at the military and diplomatic levels and will continue in the future also. General Narawane expressed confidence of resolving whatever the differences through the medium of talks. At the same time, he assured that status quo is not changed and we are able to safeguard the country's interests.
और वो हर चुनौती का सामना करने के लिए तैयार है और मैं यकीनन कह सकता हूं कि हमारे जवान सबसे अच्छे जवान हैं।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that 1.3 billion Indians have embarked on one mission to make an Atmanirbhar Bharat which merges the local with the global. He said Atmanirbhar Bharat is about transforming India for being just a passive market to an active manufacturing hub at the heart of global value chains. Delivering a keynote address at the US-India Strategic Partnership Forum last evening, Modi said India has shown time and again that its goal is global good. The Prime Minister said the current COVID-19 situation demands a fresh mindset where approach to development is human-centric. He said the pandemic has shown the world that decision on developing global supply chains should be based not only on costs but also on trust.
This at a time when we mark 75th years of independence. You are looking at a country with political stability and policy continuity. You are looking at a country.
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, who is on a 3-day visit to Russia, today visited the main cathedral of the armed forces of the Russian Federation and the museum complex in Moscow. Yesterday, Singh had a meeting with Russian Defence Minister General Sergei Shoigu at the Russian Ministry of Defence. The Defence Minister will attend the combined meeting of Defence Ministers of Shanghai Cooperation Organization (SCO), Collective Security Treaty Organization (CSTO), and Commonwealth of Independent States (CIS) member states in commemoration of the 75th anniversary of victory in the World War II. Over 30 lakh people in the country have recovered from COVID-19 so far. In all, 66,659 patients recovered during the last 24 hours, taking the overall recovery number to 30,37,151. The overall recovery rate has also maintained its upward trend and has now reached at 77.15%. Health Ministry said the constant increase in recoveries have ensured that the actual caseload of the country is reduced and currently comprises only 21.11% of the total positive cases. The number of recovered patients is now more by over 3.6 times as compared to that of the active cases. The ministry said the number of recovered patients in the country has grown over 4 times in a span of 2 months. Health Ministry also informed that less than even 0.5% of the total active cases require ventilator support, whereas only 2% require intensive care support. In the last 24 hours, 83,341 new cases were reported, taking the total number of positive cases to 39,36,748. In northeastern states, there is no let-up in COVID-19 positive situation. All states of the region have witnessed new COVID cases on Friday. The number of corona positive patients in Arunachal Pradesh rose to 4,574, among whom 3,167 people have recovered and 7 people have lost their lives. In Manipur, the number rose to 6,609, of whom 4,774 have recovered and 32 have fallen to the disease. In Meghalaya, the number rose to 2,626, of whom 1,393 have recovered. The COVID death toll in Meghalaya rose to 13. Mizoram counted a total of 1,040 corona positive cases, among whom 671 have recovered. Nagaland counted a total number of 4,066 with 3,324 recoveries. The COVID death toll in Nagaland is still 9. In Sikkim, the COVID positive cases rose to 1,738 with 1,304 recoveries. The COVID death toll in Sikkim rose to 4. In Tripura, 13,816 people were found positive with 8,212 recoveries. The COVID death toll in Tripura rose to 129 with death of more to 3 more COVID patients on Thursday. In Assam, Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma in a tweet said the total number of active COVID-19 patients in the state now stands at 27,303, whereas 90,697 patients have recovered so far. On Thursday, 1,971 patients discharged from COVID hospital and care centers. With death of 7 more COVID-19 patients on Thursday, the death toll has gone up to 330 in the state. In the last 24 hours, of 48,846 tested samples, 3,054 samples were tested positive. The positivity rate in the state has reached to 6.25%. The novel coronavirus has affected 2,64,89,708 people across the globe till date. The death toll rose to 8,73,552. 1,86,77,060 people have recovered till date. The total number of COVID-19 positive cases in USA rose to 63,35,244. Brazil followed next with a total of 40,46,150 COVID-19 cases, and Russia has 10,15,105 cases. Assam Finance Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma on Friday, while addressing media, has inaugurated 3 welfare schemes of Swami Vivekananda Assam Youth Empowerment Yojana, Swayam, Abhinandan Yojana and Ahom Cha Bagicha Dhan Purashkar Yojana. Swayam is a flagship program to provide financial support to the youth of the state to take up income-generating activities in the manufacturing, trading and service sector. Rupees 1,000 crore has been earmarked for the Swayam scheme for 2020-21. Near about 2 lakh youth are likely to be benefited under the scheme. Under the Abhinandan Loan Subsidy Scheme, the state government will provide a one-time subsidy of 50,000 rupees to students who have availed educational loan for higher studies. Students who want to avail loan facility under the Abhinandan scheme can apply for it at www.assamfinanceloans.in till September 20. The President of India, Ram Nath Kovind, would be conferring the National Teachers Awards to 47 teachers in a virtual awards ceremony to be conducted on Teachers' Day tomorrow, that is September 5, 2020. Assam's Gautam Dev Sharma from Government Higher Secondary School and Multipurpose School in Kokrajhar district is among the 5 teachers from Northeast receiving the prestigious award. Sharma expressed his happiness and delight in being selected and receiving the award. Besides, he has also adopted a village, Belguri, dominated by Rabha community, and work with the student community, which has changed the scenario in the area and dropout rate. Meanwhile, Assam Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi greeted the teaching fraternity of the state on the occasion of Teachers' Day.
I have been doing for last several years, not for getting any award or like that. In case of your teaching, some innovative ideas were adopted by me, such as your use of multiple languages in classroom, as our students are hailing from different communities. So I had to learn those languages so that I can motivate them in the classroom and they don't feel any kind of your uncomfortability.
While 6 months is left for the 2021 Assembly election in Assam, the new Executive Committee members held the Executive Member meeting at Srimanta Shankardev Kalakshetra in Guwahati on Friday. It is the first Executive Committee meeting of the newly elected body to discuss strategies for the upcoming State Assembly election. The election campaign was formally launched by General Secretary Ram Madhav in the Executive Member meeting. In his speech, Ram Madhav said that BJP have a very good chemistry among its members, while the opposition follows arithmetic to strategize the election campaign. These would be a clear victory for the Saffron Party with its alliance with the AGP and the BTC. The meeting was also attended by Union Minister of Textiles Smriti Irani through video conferencing. At a time when Government of India is promoting solar power against the backdrop of global warming in a big way, Assam's Tezpur University is prioritizing the use of renewable energy to generate electricity for its buildings and classroom as a part of its sustainable campus initiatives. The solar plant is operational since October 2018. The university has installed 1000 kWp rooftop grid connected solar power plant under the Solar Energy Corporation of India Limited SECI scheme. Tezpur University is the first academic institution to initiate installation of megawatt scale rooftop grid connected solar PV power plant in the entire northeastern region. And finally, to end the news, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Modi asks Indian Police Service probationers to be alert and remain prepared for unexpected things. Situation at the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh is sensitive and tense, says Chief of the Army Staff Manoj Narawane. Atmanirbhar Bharat is about transforming India into a manufacturing hub, says PM Modi. No let-up in COVID spike in the country. Recovery rate rises to above 77%. And Assam government announces 3 new welfare schemes for youth empowerment. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.